meet you. Let's duke this out. But it was good. It was good. And I'm happy that show is doing so well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Michael, talk about your favorite voice of the Flash among all of the animated universe fans. No, seriously. I mean, people always talk about your Wally West, and you can continue to return in different series and video games and things like that. You know, what's it about the superhero genre that like particularly appeals to you?
I gotta admit, you know, people are always baffled by it. I don't think Tom was either, but I was never a big comic book fan. I liked horror movies. I never knew anything about it, which I think helped me to play Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just didn't know anything. I was like, all right, I'm just going to say my lines. I'm going to be real. I'll hit my mark.
It's not rapid fire.
Well, I'm just, but for the Flash, it's funny because I was texting Tom and I'm like, so much for rapid fire, Sam.
You're welcome. I know. I was I'm warming him up for you because I knew you were going
to. I'm kidding around, but you know, ultimately, look, this fell in my lap. Once you start doing it, and they want you back. It's a no brainer. It's like, of course, it's like it's cool. It's money. It's whatever. But
it's also, I think it's like joining a family. I think every once you've gotten into the door and to the family and they've seen what you work, now you're on that list of people that they go to. So it's even better and more successful.
You hope so. I mean, like there's some stuff I'm like, hey, they cast the Flash. Well, not the Flash, the video. He was actually obviously younger and got great legs and can run. Not that guy live action, but animation stuff. I'm thinking, you know, some stuff I'm like, why did they ask me to do that voice? But ultimately, it's lucky. It's great. You get to sit there in a microphone and not shave your beard and have a Sprite and just enjoy yourself. I'm very lucky. I love playing Wally West because he was just like, everybody was so serious in the Justice League. And he was the guy who was like, come on, guys, and just flirting with everybody and having fun. So it was easy and fun. I'm so surprised that the fans even like, people come and ask for an autograph for an animated character. I'm like, really? It's just my voice. But it's cool. I'm like, wow, it's awesome.
That's awesome. Sam knows about that. Sam. I want to talk about Crisis. A lot of fans are asking about Crisis for Tom and Erica. Kristin, though, a follow-up for you, and you can think about it for a little bit. Brendan was curious if you could return, or if you did return to a superhero universe, what type of character would you like to play? Obviously, you've stuck around with the CW and WB back in the day, and sort of those fantasy series. But yeah, think about what superhero you'd like to play. But then Tom and Erica, everybody wants to know about just returning, obviously, as Clark and Lois in Crisis.
Well, for me, I thought it was fun, and then they said that Erica had agreed to do it, and I was like, that makes it even better. But what was written,
you're like, oh.
What was written, I thought, really made sense to the Clark that I got to play on Smallville.
Cool.
I've been asked to show up on the Supergirl show, but it didn't make any sense. I would have been playing a different. It wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, you're coming back as Clark Kent, but 10 years later, and with the idea of the family and the idea that this other Lex Luthor, who to me isn't Lex Luthor. I mean, I liked it. And I thought it would be a good way to kind of come back and pay homage to everything that Smallville was a part of.
That's awesome. Erica?
It was great. I found out that they called about it when I was on another show, and all these guys that work with me know that I kind of have impulse control. I was in the middle of shooting a scene and I went, so much fun. And they're like, what? Never mind. This is nothing. Totally love this movie. But no, it ended up being good. And it was short and sweet. And I like that they still kept a bit of the flavor, even within those like few lines, just a bit of the flavor of that relationship instead of kind of launching it into a totally different realm. They kept it fun and light. And I like that. So
yeah, I liked it when I was like, oh, Lex Luthor was just here in some alternate universe thing. And you're just like, oh, you my little munchkin. Let's go.
He's learning some things.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And Marina Niwa follows up, Tom, for you. What was your favorite farm chore to do? But that was a funny, specific question. Favorite farm chore?
Throwing the tractor. When I was with Jonathan and the tractor, he was trying to help me lift the tractor, and I threw it. That was fun.
I just thought it was like a random question that came through. I thought it was fun.
I thought it was for me, like my real life, because I did work on a farm, and I was like, oh. Most of the chores weren't super fun. Cleaning food's not great, but we had to do it.
I call them chores.
Truth. Kristin, again, fan followed up, just, checking in. You've had time to think about it. What would you love to return to or do in the future?
Honestly, I miss fighting. I really love doing fight scenes. I'm on a straight drama right now, and I love it. But I don't get to kick anybody, and I miss kicking people.
And you're so good at it too. You're so athletic. You're really good at that stuff.
Yeah, all that karate and gymnastics training.
It's awesome.
That was something that was really great about Smallville, though. Like you'd get to fight, then you'd get to have some fun, and you'd have a couple of serious things. So any of us who have gone on afterward and done like a show that's like saying more serious, I remember reflecting back on that when I was doing Saving Hope, and I was like, okay, I'm just tired of crying. Like this is way too heavy. I'm so depressed like all the time. So you got a little variety of stuff to do, which I liked.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the variety was amazing. That was the best part of the show. Not only did we get the action that we were looking for, but then we also got the character building that was needed and that made it so awesome. And again, I mean, people have said this before. I'm not the first person to say it, but Smallville set the bar for what is TV today, specifically superhero shows, but I think even just like dramas in general, you know what I mean, that have any sort of supernatural element or sci-fi or fantasy element. Really, it was about the characters and how they became the people that we knew them to be and about the choices they made. So such an awesome series that I've been binging again. I know fans are binging again. I know people are discovering for the first time. So on behalf of all the fans watching all over the world, I just want to say thank you, not only for doing this show, but for being here today. This is very important for a lot of people. It's a nice break from sort of the reality that we're living in to reflect back on our favorite fan series. So again, we really appreciate it and thank you. And I'd love to just pop around the room, rapid fire now. Take your time, but I'd love to just pop around the room one more time and just, any final words. A lot of fans are asking about any upcoming projects that they can see you in or where they can find you. Shout out to a lot of our fans we didn't get to: Danny in Canada, Josh MC, Becca One, Elusa JPEG, Tim Walker. A lot of them asked similar questions about, where can we see you, things you have upcoming, and then any final shout outs to the fans. Let's start with the gentleman, Alan.
Oh man, thanks. Titan season 3. We're heading up to quarantine soon, so looking forward to that. And thanks for having me. It was always humbling on the show, being on the show with you guys. Started my career with you guys, and it's really nice kind of coming full circle. I appreciate you having me on.
Awesome. Thanks, Alan. Thanks for being here. Sam?
Yeah, it was a really good experience. I really enjoyed it and look back fondly. So it's good to be here.
Very cool. Thanks, Sam. DJ Sexy Lexi?
What?
Shout out to the fans.
That's his answer.
Shout out to the fans.
Yeah. And tell us about Inside of You. When's the next Inside of You coming out?
Every Tuesday. We got a big announcement coming up in the next week or two, and just great guests. Kristin's coming up, and who else? Kevin Smith, Dax Shepard, Jensen Ackles. Very exciting. Love it. Just writing a lot of stuff, pitching a new show, and just trying to enjoy life as best we can right now and be safe, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. Without you guys, you hear it, it's cliche, but it's not. It's real. We wouldn't be here. Yeah. So it's just
awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Michael. Tom?
Exactly what Michael said. I also, the shout out to the fans whose questions didn't get answered. I just picture them all being like, fuck you. You guys. Wouldn't be here without you, and just hang in there. Hopefully we can do some live events soon or do more of these. It's a lot of fun. And thanks for Alan and Sam for joining. It's fun to see you guys.
Yeah, that was awesome. Alan, Sam. Awesome, dude.
Thanks, guys.
Yay.
Yeah, awesome. Laura?
Gosh, yes. Thank you guys for always tuning into this stuff. And yeah, hopefully, like Tom said, we can do this again live in the near future. Sorry if we didn't get to your questions, but you can always hit us up on social media if you have direct questions. I can't guarantee some of these people will answer, Tom, but we are there. So
we are there.
I don't really look at social media.
I know. But yeah, just I'm in quarantine day 5 right now in Canada. It sucks. So this is my world for the next, forever. But I'm developing and starting a new project in September, a new show. Well, not a new show, but I'm joining a show. So I'm very excited about that.
Yay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to all of your work. Awesome. Erica?
Hi, everybody. Thanks. This was super cool. Be safe. Enjoy your families. And I'm working on some things, and we'll see if they come to light. I'll be out there. doing something. Bye.
Very cool. Thanks. And last but not least, Kristin.
Thank you guys so much. I'm amazed that you guys still want to hear us talk about this show. It's incredible, and I appreciate it so much. It's been a joy doing this and kind of sort of getting to know you guys through the one-on-ones and through everything. So I'm endlessly grateful. I am here in Winnipeg, about to start our 4th season of Burden of Truth. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm terrified also, but it should be fun.
You know what sucks, Mike? Mike, you know what sucks about this whole panel?
What's that?
Is before, when it was just me and Tom, I was the 2nd best looking guy or 3rd best looking guy. Now you bring in Alan and Sam, and I'm just at the I can't. We're going to have a conversation about this.
We can split it up next time. We can just do a solo panel, Michael, and it'll just be
or if I can get Alan's camera and his hair and skin.
That's easy. What I can't get is that sweet Mike beard. I can't do that. That would take 4 or 5 years, I think.
I'm older than you. What are you, 36?
37. We don't have to talk about that. We're moving on up in age there.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, that was.
I appreciate you all shouting out to the fans whose questions we're going to get. I want to say their names because they're awesome. They all submitted. Kelly 11 Marie, John Costello, Katha Pineda, Leanne Pritchett, who else do I have? Absolutely Matt, Tame the Fro. I got Cheshire Cat. I think that's it. Those are the ones we missed. So appreciate you all for submitting your questions. If I missed your name, apologies. Yay, puppies. It's always a good end to the panel when the puppy makes it into the shot. We appreciate you all for being here. Let's give one more big round of emojis to the amazing cast of Smallville. Let's hear it once again. Alan Richson, Sam Whitwer, Laura Vandervoort, Erica Durance, Michael Rosenbaum, Kristin Kreuk, and Tom Welling, everybody.
Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.